right. Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to Storytime. We are doing the letter B today. The letter B. All right. Last week, I forgot our opening song, so I'm not going to do that this week. So let me get the screen up, and we will do our opening song before we forget everything, before we forget it and move on to everything else. So if you guys are ready, let's start with, I have 10 little fingers and they all belong to me. I can make them do things. Do you want to see? I can close them up tight and I can open them up wide. I can put them together and I can make them hide. I can put them up high and I can put them down low and I can put them in my lap just so. All right, yay, we didn't forget the opening song.
Not this time. We did not.
All right. All right, so Miss Kennedy, what letter are we doing again this week?
We are doing the letter B, and the letter B just, it kind of is how it is, like the letter B. And B is in books, B is in bees, B is in bears. And this is the sign language version for the letter B. It goes like this. Just put your hand up like this, and that's the letter B. There are so many things that we could do and talk about with the letter B. The first book we have is about books. Books like this one, and all in the library. All these books back here. All. And this one is by Jane Blatt, called Books, Books Everywhere. Big book. Ooh, that is a big book. With elephants in it. Book, small. Books of all sizes. Book, wide. Look how wide that book is. Book, tall. That's a really big book. So giraffes can read too. Book, build. Book, mat. It's a book that's a roof. And a book that's a floor. Book, chair. Book, hat. We're not supposed to sit on books, but especially not our library books. We don't want to sit on those. Book, park. Book, shop. Book, start. And when you get sleepy, book, stop. Take a nap and you can finish later. Book, scary. But if it gets too scary, you could just close it. Book, funny. It's a joke book. Book, rainy. So we read inside so it doesn't get wet. Book, sunny. At the beach. Book, give. Books make great gifts. Book, share. Books, always, everywhere. Books for everyone, no matter how old, or how young, how tall, or how short. Books are for everyone. The end.
All right. You know what else starts with the letter B?
What?
A bunny. Bunny. So we're gonna read a funny little story about little bunny Foo-Foo, who's not always so nice. I don't know if you can see that okay. Let's see. Uh-oh, well, hold on. So, let me start back. Little Bunny Foo-Foo is by Corey Dorfeld. Now, let's see what's going on. I see a little bunny making cupcakes. Little bunny Foo-Foo is like, "Hey, Corey, what are you doing?" "I'm making cupcakes." "Well, I thought you were supposed to be reading." "Well, I was, but I forgot." Well, what happened to his cupcakes?
Oh, what in the world?
Like they're sneaking away.
Oh, those mice.
Little bunny is chasing after those mice because they're stealing his cupcakes.
Time to get back here.
So, little bunny foo-foo hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. Down came the good fairy. What's that fairy gonna have to say? She said, little bunny foo-foo, I don't want to see you scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. I will give you 2 more chances to behave like a good little bunny. If you don't, I will turn you into a monster.
Oh no.
Oh my. Poor little bunny. Look, oh, poor bunny. He's just trying to get his cupcakes back from all these mice. Oh, the birds got them now too? Oh my. Little bunny foo-foo hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. Down came the good fairy. She said, little bunny foo-foo, I don't want to see you scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. If I catch you misbehaving again, I will turn you into a monster. Oh, poor bunny foo-foo. He's just trying to get his cupcakes back. Uh-oh, but when the good fairy left, little bunny foo-foo, hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice, uh-oh, and bopping them and bopping them on the head. He was very frustrated by this point. Down came the good fairy. That's it, she cried. Little bunny foo-foo, I don't want to see you scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. Oh, she looks pretty angry too. Poor bunny looks so sad. 'Kazam! I'm turning you into a... Uh-oh.
Monster.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
And down went the good fairy, who tasted very good indeed. Oh my goodness. There, little bunny, well, little bunny foo-foo's not so little anymore. Big bunny
No, that's big bunny foo-foo.
Made some more cupcakes and has them all to himself. And he's got some bunny friends down there.
Big bunny.
Big bunny foo-foo. Oh my goodness. That is quite a silly story. I hope you guys liked it.
I like this story.
So next up, we have a song. I'm falling off my chair, guys.
Oh no.
So we have a song. Let me pull it up just in case you didn't get a chance to pick up the song sheet. We're gonna do Big Bobby's Baseball and Bat, and it's to the tune of John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. So we're gonna do John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, but instead we're gonna use B words. So it's gonna be a lot of ba, ba, ba. So,
Ba, 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 ba.
Big Bobby's baseball and bat, he loves to play all day. For words that start with B, the people run to see words like Bobby's baseball and bat. Da 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 da. That is a hard song to say all those B's in a row. What other B words can we think of? Banana.
Banana.
Yeah. Baboon.
Bugs.
Bugs.
Bikes.
Bikes. How about bees?
Bees.
I think Miss Kennedy has a story about bees for us.
We have another book called The Honeybee by Kirsten Hall, and it's all about bees and the very important things that they do, because bees are really important. A field, a tree. I climb it and see. That tree right there. For miles all around you, grow wild and free. Flowers. Look at all the pretty flowers. But then, shh. What's that? Do you hear it? It's closer. It's coming. It's buzzing. It's coming. You're near it. It's a bee. And they go bzzz, which is also a bee word. Bzzz. 4 tiny wings. They buzz and they sing. They're clapping and flapping. The busy bees lapping. Lap, lap, lap. Tap, tap, tap. Searching, perching. What are they looking for? This is the flower the bee has chosen. This is the flower the pollen grows in. This is the flower, its color so bright. Its sweet blooming scent calls the bee from its flight. And that's the flower and the pollen's inside. Such a long trip, it's time for a sip. Sugary, watery nectar. There now, it drips now, the bee sips and spills now. There now, it swills now. It sits oh so still now. And the bee is getting all the pollen, getting the nectar from the flower to eat, because that's what bees eat. There now, it fills now. The bee is full. That's what a full bee looks like. It's back to the hill now. More pollen, more nectar. It's mealtime, buzz, buzz. So the bee is taking the pollen from this flower and the nectar and bringing it back home for its family. Because bees all live together. Buzz, buzz, a crowd, swarming and teeming and loud. Flapping, flying, landing, prying. All of this nectar, it's ours, it's ours. They work on the flowers for hours and hours. So they're all swarming into the flowers to go get nectar and bring it home. Until little bees with heavy sacks lifting, shifting, turning back. Zoom, they race. Zoom, they chase. Zoom, they zoom and pick up the pace. And then zoom, where are they going? Our hive, our hive, our hiding place. Watch them arrive. Watch how their hive buzzes alive. Bzzz. And you might have seen some of these hanging in the tree. They're called beehives. You don't want to touch them because that's the bees' home. They live there and they don't want people touching their home. Where are the flowers you found today? Dance for us foragers, show us the way. So the bees that go get the pollen are called foragers, and they go and bring everything back home to their hive. A dance begins, a waggle, wiggle. The dance is lovely, tremble, jumble, jiggle. The dance goes straight now in a line. A figure 8 is the final sign. Oh, now we know where to go. Thank you for the secrets and thanks for the show. New foragers leave on a searching mission while house bees march forward with hungry ambition. So they tell the other bees where they have to go by doing a little dance. That's how they communicate. And so now the other bees are going to go get more honey because their sacks were full. They can't fit any more honey in there. And now the house bees are going to go do stuff with the honey. With the nectar. What are they going to do? Chew, chew. That's what we do. We suck out the nectar. We suck it straight through. Chew, chew. We're changing its makeup. We're giving the nectar a chemical shakeup. Chew, chew. We make it like glue. Make it thick. Make it stick. Make it slick. Make it new. Chew, 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 chew. At last, we're finally through. But there's more to do at home. So they chew, 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 and they chew all of this nectar, and they're turning it into something else. What is it? They're gonna fill the honeycomb and jam its cells with nectar plaster, then rev up their engines and beat their wings faster. Whoosh, they're strong despite their size. Swoosh, the nectar cools and it dries. It's getting thicker now, the wings are moving quicker now. Fan, fast, bump, blast. We did it, we did it. What did they do? It's honey at last. And that's bees. They make pollen, then nectar, and then it's honey. That's wild. And now to keep it safe, tiny honey cells are capped. Liquid gold is sealed and trapped, and only when it's needed most, a hungry day, these vaults will be tapped. Outside the hive come shorter days, cooler winds and softer rays, fewer eggs to birth and raise. With the queen less busy, the hives less buzzy, the bees amass all soft and fuzzy. Come now rest, join our nest, huddle and cuddle, the winter's our test. So they go and they fill up their hive with so much honey during the summer and the spring and sometime in the middle of the fall. But when it gets too cold, there's no flowers. When all the flowers leave, they don't have any food. So they have to huddle it up. And that's their queen telling them, it's winter now. You guys can all go to bed. And then they go to bed. The end. Oh, wait, no, not the end. Pop, a bud, drip some mud. Creatures stir in the melting snow, and inside the hive, the bees they know. One little bee in a tree knows what to do. Hum, it's springtime, hum, life anew. Watch it zoom. So now it's springtime again, and the bees know what to do. They're gonna make some honey. A field, a tree, climb it and see. From a faraway hive flew this hard-working, honey-sweet bee. The end. That was a little bit of a long one, but it shows you how important bees are. So when you see bees out and about, they're at work.
Mm-hmm. They sure are. Without bees, we wouldn't have a lot of the food that we have. They help pollinate all kinds of stuff. All right. Our last book is called Bouncy Bouncy Bedtime by David Bedford and Russell Julian. So, bouncy starts with B and bedtime starts with B. I know it's not bedtime yet, but maybe if you like this book, you can come check it out from the library to read at bedtime. All right. So we have nighttime's here, the lights are low. It's time for bed, but before you go, have you ever wondered what animals do? Do they go to bed like me and you? Oh, what do you guys think?
Maybe.
Think an elephant lays down in bed to sleep?
That must be a really big bed.
Right? Same. So imagine up above the clouds, up is a big bouncy bed in the sky. It's empty now, but just you wait. That bouncy bed will soon fill up with sleepy heads. Can you see that up there?
I can see it.
Kind of hard to see, but look who's first. Waddlers, slipping and gliding to the big bouncy bed in the sky. Those early birds don't want to be late. Slip, slap, flappity flap. It's time for bouncy, bouncy bed in the sky. Wee whiz, waddlers can even fly. Yippee! In the big bouncy bed in the sky. They're jumping on the bouncy bed. Oh my, those troublemaking penguins. Uh-oh, junglers swing through the trees and one by one along the stars to the big bouncy bed in the sky. There goes the monkeys. Honey growlers, hurry, hurry up the mountain stairs. Honey growlers, they're talking about bears. Look at those honey growlers. That's a funny word for a bear. Big claws leap and roar. and hop-a-lots, spring and soar. And then it's time for bouncy, bouncy bed in the sky. Boing, bump, jiggle and jump in the big bouncy bed in the sky. Pointy points race the wind to the big bouncy bed in the sky. Pointy points are rhinos. Smiley snappers, swish and snip. Alligators and crocodiles. And humpy lumps trippity trip. Camels. Until, what's that little elephant doing?
What is he?
Want to see that? He's on top of a ball attached to a tree. Bouncy, bouncy bed in the sky. Nobody's too shy to go. High, high, high. But who else wants to try? Swish, swoosh. Calabaloosh. It's the biggest bouncy bed in the world. Hooray! There's a giant whale in the bed in the sky. But somebody is tired, stretching, yawning in the big bouncy bed in the sky. Oh.
Sleepy animals.
Tucked in cozy bed in the sky. Oh, look at them all going to bed.
All cuddling.
Woozy snoozy bed in the sky. Drifting, dreaming, softly sinking. And now it's time for hush, hush in the big bouncy bed in the sky. That's it. The end. All the animals went to sleep.
Night, night.
Good night. It's bedtime. Okay, not really, but later on tonight it will be. All right, lastly, we have one more song.
My song.
Miss Kennedy is going to sing.
It is a bouncing blue balloon, and it goes to the tune of If You're Happy and You Know. So it goes like, oh, I wish I was a bouncing blue balloon. It's me bouncing. Oh, I wish I was a bouncing blue balloon. Oh, I float into the air. I go over here or there. Oh, I wish I was a bouncing blue balloon.
Yay!
Thank you for listening.
All right. So this week's craft, we have a honeybee made from the letter B.
Please.
So you can either do it yourself if you have construction paper at home. Just cut out a giant letter B, put out of yellow paper, cut some stripes out of black paper, some wings, and a Chanel stick for antennae, and glue it to another piece of paper. Or you can come into the library and pick up a little sheet. So every week we're gonna have these ready by Friday before story time. That has the songs on them, has the books we're gonna read, and it has the instructions for the craft and all the materials for the craft, and even a little sticker. So if you're able to come in and get that, that would be great. If you have the supplies at home and can just go ahead and take care of that yourself, awesome too. So last but not least, 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten is still going on. So if you are, if your child is not in kindergarten yet, you can sign up for the program on our website under reading challenges, and they can earn some fun little prizes, and it just encourages them to keep reading. And you can even log these 4 books that we read today. So just by watching Storytime, you got 4 books logged on there. Oh, all right. The last thing we have is our closing rhyme.
My favorite. So we're gonna get our hands ready. My hands say thank you with a clap, clap, clap. My feet say thank you with a tap, 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 and turn yourself all the way around if you can. I cannot. And take a big bow or curtsy, whichever you please. And that's it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching Storytime. We look forward to when we will be able to have it in person. It won't be for quite a while, though. So until then, keep checking us out every Tuesday. So next week is going to be the letter C. So we will see you then.
Yeah,
Bye, guys.
bye.